That's one heck of a fountain to
Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest XI. So in the last part, the lads found a little girl who had lost her father, and
Serena, wake up.
so
It's me, Veronica.
we found out that he might have been taken to this place, the Cryptic Crypt, so that's where we're heading off to, and we're also trying to help Veronica find her sister, her younger sister. Bear that in mind. And my apologies. And so here we are. We're at basically the midway point of the dungeon. This is kind of like the safe house kind of place where you can save and heal yourself up at the what's the name of it? The fountain in the middle of the room.
Well, I was so awfully
And
tired after all that
so yeah, this is
surgery.
Serena. This is Veronica's younger sister, and a younger twin.
Veronica,
And basically,
is that really you? What in the world has happened to you?
yeah, they don't look fucking alike at all, do they?
How did you know it was
Well,
me?
this is a little bit in advance, but I think they're gonna explain it
We've been
here
sisters a
now,
long
so I
time,
might
you
as
know.
well
It would take
go
more
ahead a
than
little
you
bit.
look to fool me.
Basically, Veronica was kidnapped while she was relaxing in the sauna by these monsters who took her magic powers away and stuck them in this kind of pot for their big boss. And basically, when they took her magic away, they kind of de-aged her, so she looks like a little kid. So that's why she looks so much different compared to Serena.
If you want to get technical about it, actually we're twins.
Yeah, they say it here, we're
But we
twins.
don't look the same age anymore because,
But
well, it's all a bit complicated. I told
yeah,
you I was
Veronica
taken off by
explains it
monsters,
here,
didn't
actually.
I? They've been kidnapping
My
people
apologies.
So they can steal their
Um,
magical powers. Well,
So anyway,
wasn't gonna
I
let
guess
them
I
have mine
can
without
talk.
putting up a
Should talk a little
fight.
bit now about
But the
because
more I resisted, the younger
we
I
got Serena,
I don't quite understand
who's
it,
going to be
but
joining our party
instead
with
of
Veronica
draining
pretty
my
soon. So I might as well
magic,
talk
they
about
drain my
what she is
age.
and her role. Basically, she's the white mage in Final Fantasy terms.
What I'm
Basically, the
basically
healer
saying
and
is that I'm not a child.
sorry,
Stop treating
she's
me like
basically
one.
the healer and the buffer.
we
So
get
she
it. You're
buffs
not a
defense,
You still
and
look
she
like
heals you
wanna
and
do
cures
something about it?
status ailments like poison and that kind of thing.
Of course I do. Why do you
She's
think I
actually
brought you here?
probably what
I want
the
you to help me
character that
claw
I
those stupid
probably
monsters and see if we
she's
can
probably
fix
the one
this.
character that I throughout my whole
You will
playthrough
help us,
that
won't
I
you?
kind of stick with throughout the whole time, just because she's so
I have some really rather
useful with
wonderful
her
healing
magic
spells,
abilities.
you know.
You know, she's the best healer, the best white mage of the whole in the whole party, so she's really fucking useful in that regard. So yeah, go over here, and it fully heals you up and restores your MP too, which is really nice. But yeah, so Serena uses white magic. She's a white mage. She uses healing magic and that kind of thing. She's pretty useful. And actually, her defense, magical defense and defense are actually pretty solid when you get her. But for the first part of the game, like the first half, really, it's best for her to use her more attacking option in terms of a weapon. So she can use wands and she can use spears. It's better to equip her with a spear because she actually does some pretty good damage, and it doesn't really affect her magical abilities too much for like so it's kind of useful to keep her like that for the first half of the game, and then kind of switch to her wands to kind of give her more magical potency later in the second half of the game. But she's pretty useful, so she's got pretty good defense. She can heal the party. My apologies. Sorry. And she can also hit pretty hard, so yeah, she's kind of, at least early on, she's way more useful than Veronica. But anyway, so you want to look at that Yggdrasil route, because then it tells you the password. You find out the password is Umbracadumbra, because of course it is. And we find the boss of this game. And so, yeah. This guy here is the boss of the area and has a kind of Cockney accent for some reason. This is Jarvis, and basically his deal, he likes to use a lot of pot puns. So he's like calling people crackpots and all that kind of shit because he's a giant guy and he has a magical kind of urn next to him which holds all the magic that he steals. So yes, and like here he says, I could earn the Lord of Shadow's respect, and all my plans would be shattered. You know, pots shatter, that kind of thing. It's there's a lot of puns in Dragon Quest games, man. So you kind of have to, if you don't like that humour, then yeah, you're not gonna like Dragon Quest all that much. So yeah, basically all the magic that he's nicked has been placed inside that giant pot, and so in order to get Veronica her powers back, we have to kind of get our hands on it. I like that scene. It's kind of a nice little bit of humour. Veronica kind of losing her shit. Yeah, smashing. Haha, she's funny, Jarvis. But yeah, his design is actually kind of cool as well. It's kind of he's kind of cartoony. Obviously, like a lot of the designs are cartoony in this game, I suppose. But I also think that he's kind of menacing as well, a little bit with the spikes in his head, and you know the way his eyes look and the sharp teeth. He definitely is a intimidating boss. Get cracking. Earned the VIP treatment. For fuck's sake, can we stop, please, with the puns? Of course we're not going to, are we? So yeah, it's time for us to take on Jarvis and his friends. Okay, so this boss is actually not all that hard. Nope, can't use any of those. I want to use spells. There you go. So, what you want to do first is you want to try and get rid of. You want to try and get rid of the of Jarvis's minions. Pretty sharpish. Because of how kind of just because they're kind of irritating, they can, you know, you just want to get rid of all these enemies and kind of reduce the number of enemies that there are left. So get rid of the enemies first, and then you can start working on the on Jarvis himself. So I'm using Eric to cast Rubble Rouser a lot because that's kind of useful, because every time they move, it causes them damage. Causes like 8. I think it's 8 to 10 damage per turn, so it's actually kind of useful. So Jarvis basically has a lot of elemental magic attacks. There's one down. So he uses Fire Breath and he uses Ice Breath. To be honest, this boss fight is actually pretty fucking comfortable because you've got Serena, who's auto... Yeah, come on, Tom, just attack him. There you go. Sorry. So you've got... Because Serena is constantly healing you. So whenever your health gets slightly low, she casts healing magic on you. Plus there's also the fact that she uses buff to kind of increase your defense too. So she's so in all honesty, you really shouldn't lose this fight because you've got Serena healing you every time you enemy starts to, you know, you got every time you take damage, you've got Serena healing you, and you've got Veronica. Oh god, she's inside me. Veronica is causing a decent amount of damage. Yeah, these things can also cast snooze, which obviously, as the name suggests, puts you to sleep. Kind of irritating in that regard. So yeah, you just want to get rid of it. Right, now we got rid of these guys, now we can focus all of our attacks on this fat bastard. So yeah, you also want to, if you get your guys pepped up, use Scorched Earth or whatever other pet powers you've got available to you. That will increase the damage output significantly. Like there, 39 damage. That's pretty good. Yeah, now at this point you just want to hit him. He doesn't really have a particular weakness. And I don't have the ability to kind of lower his defense at the moment, so I don't know why I used half inch, because it didn't do anything. But you just want to use your most powerful attacks, which cause the most damage on him, and if you do that, if you keep doing that to him, you'll go down relatively quickly. The biggest problem with Jarvis, now that we dealt with him, is that his defenses are fairly high. But as long as you're around about what levels we are here, Eric and the hero are level 12. As long as you're around about that level, Jarvis will be really easy to take down. Because, just keep hitting with the most powerful moves and he'll go down eventually. Because Veronica's going to deal a bit of damage for you, not much, but some little bit of extra damage. And on top of that, you've got Serena, who's constantly going to be healing you up anyway. So, no biggie. Easy boss in the end.
Soon enough, when everything finally goes
to pot. Ha ha ha! Shut up. Now, and of course, this is more him another monster talking about the Dark One, the Dark Lord who's returning. So yeah, we'll find out soon enough about that prick. That is very true. And now it's time to return Veronica back to normal. By the way, it is something to be mentioned that basically this is the same costume. Veronica's wearing the same costume that she wore when she was at full size. So losing her magic makes her clothes shrink down to the correct size. It's fantasy. Don't fucking question it, Tom. Moving on. So yeah, now the magic's been removed. Veronica's magic's been unleashed. And yep, she's still a little pipsqueak. She's not changed back at all.
Just the same. Were all our efforts for nothing?
Not quite, Serena. Yep. Now Veronica's fucking useful. She now has her magical powers back. So yeah. I've mentioned it before, but yeah, Veronica is pretty much the most powerful magic user, at least attack magic user, in the whole game. So she's. It's good that we finally have use for her now.
Whatever made me younger can't be fixed just by getting my powers back. But it could be worse.
Yeah, it is never really.
You know what they say.
That's the thing about this. It's not explained why her having her powers stolen by the urn turns so little. But but at the same time, it's then not explained as to why getting her powers back doesn't change her back to a normal size.
And so have you, it
And I think
Shall we?
I think in reality it's just they wanted it's an anime style game. I just think they wanted a cute lolly character for their main party, but whatever, not the end of the world.
Bold luminary.
And of course Serena recognizes us as well as the luminary.
We of Arborea swear to protect you while we live.
So yeah, these two are from Arborea, which is an area which we will see we're not going to see it for quite a while, but
You must rest assured
we'll be seeing it
that
a fair bit later on.
you are a hero. The light in your
And so
eyes
basically, they know the
might told
truth
of in the
that we're not
legends
the
of our
one to bring
warrior.
darkness. We are the
It proves
the
that
true
beyond
hero
a
to
doubt.
kind of shine the light on the world and defeat.
I knew it was you
the Dark
moment
One.
I saw you.
And so these two are basically, it is their mission to kind of find the Luminary and kind of help him along on his journey. So yeah, Serena and Veronica are,
There's plenty
I did get
more
that
we
right,
need to
didn't I?
talk about.
Yes, sorry,
We have to
Serena
take
and
care of
Veronica.
something first.
They are
I wasn't the only
are
one
the
they were
main
keeping prisoner, you know.
party members. They are
If
um,
I remember
our
right,
sworn protectors who are going to
should be a
try and
door
help us
around
to
here
achieve our
somewhere.
goal no matter what. So, they haven't quite joined our party yet, but we've still got some stuff to find, so let's have a look. Chunk of iron ore, that was worth getting. Sorry. Yeah, there's 4 corners for you to check out. 4 corners of the room. Just to have a look around, just to see if there's anything worth nicking. I guess it's made by Monster, so it's not nicking. Oh, grubby bandage. Nice. I'm pretty sure that's used in your in creating, you know, in your making of items and stuff, you know, in your crafting. So,
Gosh,
hmm.
look at all these cells. What a horrid place.
What a cell. What a load of cells. This is kind of dark, horrible place. What the fuck are we doing here? Yeah.
Who's there?
Also, just to mention quickly, basically, Veronica and Serena are kind of the exact opposite of each other, kind of personality-wise.
Don't worry, you're safe.
Veronica's kind of
He
short
took
and
care of
easy
that
to get
potty old
angry and
fathead and his
kind of
cronies.
a tsundere kind of bad-tempered character.
Thanks.
Very emotional.
I was starting to
Um,
worry they were gonna get
Serena's
sick of
very much
feeding
kind of,
me
you
and
know,
decide to eat me instead.
soft-spoken, doesn't really get angry,
You were starting to
um,
worry.
and
what
kind of
about your poor
thinks,
little
you know,
daughter
just
holding her
and kind of
own?
thinks more kind
How do you
of
think she's been
logically,
feeling?
doesn't really lose her temper or
Sorry, I wasn't thinking.
lose her shit too easily.
You know Connie?
So
We
yeah,
do. And she's
it's kind of a nice thing
fine,
that
thanks
the
for
two
asking.
sisters kind
The
of
owner
have
of the bar
opposite
back in town
personality
is
kind of
looking
types.
after her. He's a mature, responsible adult, you see.
Listen, I appreciate
Sorry.
your help, really.
And
I do.
yeah, and
I'm Noah, by the way.
this guy here,
If there's
this
anything
is
I can
Connie's
do to
dad.
repay you, just say
Noah.
the word.
And
Where have I heard
Eric
that
seems
name
to know Noah, so yeah, he might be of some use in a little bit.
Enough of your time.
I do like his design. He's kind of
Get
a
back and see how
he does have kind of like
it's
the
doing.
ruffian
Thanks a million.
kind of wheeler dealer kind of look to him, which I kind of like.
Well, he certainly left in
Anyway.
rather a hurry.
You can say that
But he
again.
also speaks with kind of a Londonish kind of, you know, Southern English kind of accent with the thinking and all that. So I don't know. I think Dragon Quest just likes to throw these things or these kind of you know, what's the word? These regional accents all over the fucking place. Anyway. We're back in Hoto. There is actually some stuff we can explore in the other cells and find some chests, but we won't be looking for that anytime soon. We'll be looking to go into those chests a bit later on. We've got a while to go yet. And pretty soon we're going to get a new magical ability from Veronica, which will make travelling a lot fucking easier.
And
But we'll see.
now it's time to continue our little talk from before about Serena and I and how we're going to help you.
Okay, let's get on with it, shall we?
We have a legend in Arborea. It says that one day the Dark One will descend to extinguish the light, but that Yggdrasil's chosen, the Luminary, bearer of the Mark of Light.
So yeah, so they have the actual legend, which is that basically the one who bears the mark, the Luminary, is the one to take on the Dark Lord and stop him from kind of
You're the reincarnation of the Luminary.
taking over and
And
destroying the
having defeated
world.
Dark One they'd need to bring you back if the Dark One was defeated, to be honest.
It's a good point. I guess he wasn't truly defeated, is it? One of those deals. The Dark One isn't truly dead, and we've got to come back to kind of...
Yggdrasil, huh?
They need a new luminary to
I, for one,
kind
want to know what the heck's
of
going on.
deal with
Let's
him.
mosey on over there.
Have you
So,
ever
yeah.
tried thinking before opening your big mouth?
I like that, because Eric is just like, well,
Yggdrasil is floating
fine, we have to
in
go
the
to
sky.
Yggdrasil, so let's just mosey over on there.
Honestly.
And Veronica's very...
They say that the luminary visited the world
She's a bit of
before his battle
a
with the
bitch,
Dark One.
to be honest.
But alas,
But she is being
the
100%
legends do
right
not
there,
tell
you
us
know.
how.
Yggdrasil is in
What?
the
Not
sky,
even you special
so we can't
protectors
just
of the magical
reach it
ancient wonder
by,
truths, no?
you know, we can't reach it really easily. So, yeah, we're going to need something in order for us to reach Yggdrasil.
I think I might have an idea.
Really?
Do you?
What is it?
What's up, Eric?
You know that guy we bust out of jail yesterday? I remembered where I know him from. He sells information.
I like how he kind of
uh,
calls it out at the last minute.
my
It stops
profession.
us off at the last minute. Sells information to,
Do
you
think
know,
he might know how we
people
can
in
reach
my
the world
profession.
tree?
not saying what that is.
Well, what are we waiting for? To the bar.
Ah, my kind of girl, Serena. Straight to the bar. But anyway, so yeah, that's going to be it for this part. Join me next time when we're going to be heading to the bar to speak to this Noah chap who should have some more information about how we're going to reach Yggdrasil, hopefully. So join me next time when we'll be talking to Noah and trying to get some more information to continue our journey. See you next time.